highlight today's most promising stars and today's mega superstars. The hot spot.
Right on, right on. Welcome to the hot spot. Today we are yes, absolutely. We are joined by Sophia Dashing, and you know what? You're gonna do it best yourself. I will go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm super honored to be here at the Hotspot. I'm super ecstatic to talk with you guys. My name is Sophia Dashing. I'm a singer-songwriter and dancer from Atlanta, Georgia. And I just released my new single, Way I. It has a music video, and I'm just super excited. And I'm on cloud nine right now.
Awesome. Well, absolutely. We are as well. It's really cool to be on the ground floor of all of this talent that we get. And you know, I just real quick, I know we're going to talk all about your music videos and all of your projects and stuff, but you know, I was really blown away by the production quality on just the few singles that you have, you know, everything from the sound and to the music video and the production quality of the video. It all looks like super professional and well done. And, you know, it really gives you the vibe that, you know, you've just found an uncovered gem, a real undiscovered artist. So it's really cool.
Wow. Thank you so much. That means a
No,
lot.
yeah, 100%. I definitely see a very polished quality to a lot of your work. So, again, really excited to have you here as well. You said that you were from Atlanta, Georgia, and that's oftentimes where I like to start things out, is by asking people about their hometowns and what kind of influence that has given them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I started out as a dancer and I was raised at like all the dance studios here in Atlanta, Georgia. And that definitely
Nice.
influenced me and my music, what I'm inspired by. I love R&B. I danced to a lot of hip hop and R&B growing up. So, and I work with a lot of dope producers that are very much in that element. So Atlanta's
Totally.
great for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I can imagine that there's enough of a scene out there to get yourself mixed up with a whole lot of things. Especially if you're a dancer, you could probably stay busy out there for sure. That's awesome. And that was, and it was
great.
fun to see in your music video, you know, busting out the choreography as well. I was peeping the moves. I was like, oh yeah, she's definitely, she's not just a singer for sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely. Well, that's fun for me. I've never been to Atlanta myself or Georgia. Yeah. So I typically, I know, right? I typically stay over here on the West Coast, but I really want to make it out there one day to the East Coast. Your boy's been wanting to go to New York City. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're ever here, I'll give you a tour, take you around,
Hey.
and yeah, you'll love Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate that, and likewise to yourself. If you ever find yourself on the West Coast, you know, I'll tell you all the best things to do.
Absolutely.
Man, road trips for days out here. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, for sure.
No, for real. So the reason that we got you on the show today in particular is because you have a new single by the name of Way I that you dropped relatively recently. Yeah,
Yes.
so we wanted to talk a little bit about that single and obviously about the music video. I was doing a little bit of research on your profile, and it sounds like there was a little bit of a story that goes into that music video being filmed. So I want to hear all about it, but why don't you just give us a little, because we can't listen to the song right now on air. Why don't you tell us what the fans can look forward to from this track?
Yeah, so this track is very vibey. It's sexy. It's sensual. I was very much influenced by Aaliyah, Normani, Janet Jackson.
Hey,
and
shouts
it has
out.
that, yes, love them so much. It has that vibe where you just want to light candles, kind of slow body movements, be with your boo, whatever you want to do, kind of in that element
Totally.
is what it was inspired by. And you can expect when you press play. But the song is about just wanting to take it to the next level with somebody that has caught your attention and that is kind of intellectually stimulating you, and everything is there, but them actually making the move. And it's just that sexual frustration, that longing, the desire that comes from that. So yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And honestly, in the music video, if you have a chance to check that out, I would definitely take a couple minutes and peep that out, because she really put her all into this one. There was this looks like a really professional project that went down. And like I was saying, you were busting some moves, and you can definitely feel the chemistry, on screen. I like the whole performance between you two, the two dancers. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
absolutely. And so when it came to that music video, I know that there was it was maybe a little bit of a hectic thing to make it actually all come to fruition.
Yeah.
But the end product was really nice. So whatever you went through was during that time was well worth it.
Yeah, everything always works out. That's my favorite saying is everything happens for a reason. Everything always works
Hmm.
out. So yeah, it was chaotic getting it jumped up and everything, but everything always works out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. That is a good saying. There's a show that I've been watching recently. Me and my girlfriend have been obsessed with The Sopranos. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
it.
they kind
Yeah.
of go off that same saying, and they'd say it's like every time you want to pity yourself, there's a silent wind beneath your wings, pushing you forward. Every time you want to pity yourself.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
mindset.
totally.
That's what you got to have, especially doing this. You just got to keep it going, keep it
I
pushing.
know, and it's funny because our oftentimes our work, the amount of just shots that artists shoot a day, it goes under the radar because we only hear about the times that it works out. And but wow, I mean, just to have you get to this
Absolutely.
point where we're chatting, for me to get to this point where I'm chatting with you, and this point that you're chatting with us, it's so fun because these were things that came,
Yeah.
that were set into place long time ago, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're like, hey, cool, and that's super
Yeah.
motivating, and I love that about art.
Oh, I love that too. Everything is so full circle and everything always works out. Like, take a shot every time I say it, but it's true. Like, seriously. But yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I really like that. And, as far as like the lyrics and whatnot in your songs go, I was able to listen to I took a look at what you had on your YouTube, and all of the songs are like, it's not just empty pop is what I really like about this, about your music. Is it's definitely there's a songwriter behind all of these tunes, and sometimes you hear some songs and you're like, oh, that's a catchy melody or this or that, but I don't know if I can really get down with the like actual content. It's just kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, a little bit bubblegum, and I really enjoyed the
For
themes and
sure.
content that you go into.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that because I'm a
Hmm.
songwriter first, and that's the whole process. I write a song and then I bring it in. I never get presented a song. It just starts from me in my brain. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
That's so cool. Yeah, well, I definitely get that vibe from without even having known that. So I definitely have been getting that
Awesome.
vibe just from your lyrics and the songs. So you say that you're a songwriter. I'm sure that didn't start yesterday. Where does this all begin, this journey?
Oh, this starts from like itty bitty baby days. Like I started dancing when I was 6, and I've been writing poetry since way before then. I would
Awesome.
write songs and just go up to people and say, "Want to hear the song I wrote?" That was me as a little girl.
Oh, how
And
cool.
yeah, and I loved English. I never did my papers like a week before. I always did them a night before because I knew I could whip out a paper so fast. Like I just have a good
Wow.
brain for writing for some reason. So yeah, I've always had that knack, and it just comes so easy. I write songs super quick, and I love it. It's like my coping mechanism.
Sure. And it takes a lot of, it's not just, some people, because I'm a writer as well. I like to read and write myself. And,
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't understand is that it just has to do a lot with everybody could be a writer per se. It takes a lot of like, what's the word? Discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to be able to, because they always ask artists,
Mhm.
when are you inspired? What inspires you? And the truth of the matter is that that's a very like, that question is kind of a dumb question because everything's inspiring at all times.
Exactly,
Yeah. And so,
100%.
sometimes when especially when you're a writer, you just kind of have to be know yourself enough to be like, to have that thought and be like, oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna hold on to that one, I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna work on it later, kind of thing, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Everything you just said, I feel to the max for
Awesome.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, I was just a C and D student for my whole life, and then I eventually kind of started, getting into reading myself and writing, and when I was in school doing college, I went into like a really reading and writing heavy major, and it's just like I said, it's one of those things that
Wow,
will really like bring a lot of value to your life, even if you don't consider
I'm
yourself like
sure.
by nature someone that writes or whatever, if it doesn't come like naturally to you. I think that I encourage everybody to explore themselves in the written word, because you can always redact yourself and change what you think, and build up on things.
Definitely. Yeah, and I encourage anybody that I even know, I'm like, get a journal, put it beside your bed, just like write at the end of the day, get all of like the feelings out so that you wake up and you're very clear-minded.
Yeah,
Journaling is awesome. Even if you don't, obviously want to write poetry or music or anything, just write. It's awesome just to get out any thoughts you have.
100%. Yeah, like I'm one of those people. I've always heard, write down your dreams, this and that. And it's always been a little hard for me to actually
Yeah.
sit down and do the writing. Um, but like, with like you were saying, you can do anything. I just started straight up just writing down jokes, just things that I thought were funny. Just like that's where I started. And then you start remembering your
Yeah.
days more. It's funny. You're like, oh, I remember that day and where I was when I wrote that. And you see how that tool is useful in a lot of different ways. Well, that's really fun. So,
For
um,
sure. Yeah.
I really, like I said, I really appreciate, an artist who takes their time with their lyrics, and, a songwriter is someone that I can always vibe with. Doesn't matter. I'm kind of like you. I like R&B and hip hop a whole lot. But if there's good content behind it, I can really get down with
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, me too. Same with me. I love all genres of music if there's quality
Yeah.
out there.
And
Yeah.
speaking of which, is there I like the vibes that we're getting on all of your music already, but is there any genre that you have yet to tap into that you'd like to explore more in the future, that maybe we could see you branch out into?
Honestly, never say never with anything because I'm a full believer of
Hey,
trying anything. I just have a super open mind. But what comes to mind right now is I would love to do like a rock pop, Avril Lavigne, maybe like an angst, mad
yes.
breakup song, just super rock
Yes.
chick. Yeah, that would be cool
Oh,
to
I could
happen
see that. I could see it
eventually.
already for sure. I
Yeah, that would
like
be
that.
awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. That's awesome. Well, you're gonna have to channel your anger a little bit. Maybe get out on a full moon or something, and right.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
definitely.
any projects in the future that we're gonna be looking out for you? I know that when did you drop Way I?
I dropped Way I last Thursday.
Oh, awesome. So we're still very much just promoting this track
Oh
at the
yeah,
moment.
for sure.
Awesome. Well, and I guess with that said, is there any plans to do any, since we're all the way across different coasts? What are the lockdown restrictions like over there? Are you going to be playing in front of any crowds soon?
Yeah, that's the goal actually. Just with the rollout of these last four songs that I've put out, COVID gave me that opportunity to really write and get in the studio and to put it out and do visuals, which was great. But now I can really perform these songs now. So that's
Right.
really the next step is just looking for the right place and thing. I was booked for Atlanta Pride, which is a huge Pride festival here. And I was really
Wow.
excited to do that, but COVID canceled it. So COVID has canceled a couple of my
Oh
performances.
no.
Yeah, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason, like we've been saying. So I'm open and
Sure.
ready for the universe to just send me what's next. And I'm excited.
Yep, you're locked and loaded, as they say.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just keeping a positive mindset and I'm very open. And I know that the right ones will come to me. I'm on the lookout. I'm talking with a booking agent right now.
No
So,
doubt.
yeah, things are definitely moving along with that. I'm excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, and whenever something doesn't come through, it's like, you always have those, you still have those connections, and it's not like you did anything wrong yourself, so you can always keep them straight. I know as a DJ, it's like, for myself, I just can't even tell you how many times I've been canceled or bailed on or had the plans change last minute. And you know what? I'm like, it's part of my pay. It's part of the, what I add to the pay, right? It's like, it's just my job to be the one who's prepared and to like stress the fuck out so badly weeks in advance and put myself through turmoil and then have it not come through. But you know what? I'll just pay a premium. We'll just charge a premium for that.
Yeah, but you're learning a lot through that, and
Yes.
that's what I always tell myself, because I'm independent doing this. Like, I am my business person. I don't have a huge team doing that. So I've learned a lot.
Right.
I've had many moments where I'm like, this is too much, but I would never give up because I love it so much. And the going gets tough sometimes, but you got to just keep going, and you'll see, redemption. And at least when you see redemption, you can bring everything you've learned through those like sour moments, and that's knowledge you can't buy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I respect the hustle. I really respect the hustle. It's not easy out here to do it all by yourself, but by all means, that is like, I truly believe that that's the way to do it these days, and get that real genuine interaction and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's invaluable.
For sure. We got this. I'm ready. I'm ready for 2022. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, ma'am. You got it. I know. I definitely, like I said at the very onset of this whole thing, like I really, just by getting a small taste, because I like to do a little bit of research, but not like too much research to the point where, I'm going to be going 3 hours, talking about your post from this day or whatever, I don't do anything like that.
Right.
But I like, I like to do a little bit of research and I just to get a vibe of the artist that I'm going to be talking with. And like I said, it's just really, those music videos that you've put together are super professional, and the sound itself is really professional as well. You've got a good look, and it's all very, puts on that vibe that you're really, really making moves for yourself.
Thank you so much. That's really, really kind. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. So I want to talk at least about one or two of your other songs that you have posted. I really like Bad Boy, though. Big fan.
Ooh, I love
I'm a big fan.
Way I and Bad Boy are my favorites.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I like that melody a lot. That gets stuck in my head, and I see that you've got a lot of I see that you've got at least one remix from a like official DJ remix on one of your songs, High Priestess.
Yeah.
And
yes,
I could see that Bad Boy also being remixed at some point.
I know. That's my next step.
Oh, cool.
I'm on it.
Yeah, badass. Yeah, no doubt. I really liked that melody, and yeah, like I said, that melody was just, it was nicely timed. It's like, it's slow, but it's like, it's actually like, it's slow, but it makes you really move. It's one of those slower songs that really makes you want to dance and whatnot.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. That's
I like the.
I can't wait to perform that.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I said I can't wait to perform that. I think that the crowd will really like that one.
Oh yes, that's definitely going to be a crowd favorite. I can tell for sure. Absolutely. Well, all right. Other than that, really looking forward to seeing what you got going on in the future, and as far as like, if there's ever any song that you are looking to be remixed or something like that, and you don't have somebody that's reached out per se, you should hit me up in the future, because I be messing around by myself doing remixes, and house music is super popular over here in Cali. So yeah, so I'd love to, you hit me with some stems at some point, and just let me know, and I'll cook up something fire, something around, we'll keep it around 120, 130 BPMs. We'll really get this dance floor going. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd love to do
Right on.
that.
Well, really looking forward to anything that you have going on in the future. But until then, go ahead and for all the
Thank
listeners,
you.
just stay streaming Way I by Sophia Dashing.
Yes. Yes. And follow me on my socials at Sophia Dashing to keep up with the journey. It's up and bright. I'm excited. 2022 is going to be awesome for all of us. So yeah,
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
excited.
Absolutely. It's so funny how man, I don't even know where the last year went, but shoot, here we are, 2022.
I love this year because I just learned so much about, I released my first single in May, so I learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited for this next year.
Wow, I can imagine. I can imagine it's been a year of learning, and that's I really it's one of those bittersweet things. I know that there's a lot of people that have experienced a lot of pain in the last couple of years, but at the same time, for us youngins, it's
Yeah.
been kind of a I don't know, man. It was like throwing a twig in your front tire of your bicycle, and just stopping it. You do a front flip,
I've never heard that.
and bust your shit, and then you end up better actually.
For sure. Oh my God. There was so much growth
Yeah,
and it really served a purpose with growth, using perspective on the positive end, on it was sad what happened, but
yeah,
yeah,
100%. But hey, nothing like locking us in our rooms to get us, searching up some shit on the good old YouTube University.
definitely. Everybody definitely discovered their purpose like during quarantine, I feel like, because they were
Yeah,
just able to really sit down and listen to themselves, have that silence, have that time to grow. And yeah, it
totally.
definitely set me on the right foot for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that. I second that again. It's just like it's one of those things where, when the world as you know it kind of stops in place, it makes one kind of sit and think, hey, what am I going to be doing in 20 years? Is this going to be something that I could, and like you said, hey, I bought my first not my first DJ board, but like I went ahead and when that pandemic hit, I went ahead and dropped some money on myself and just got some equipment to just kind of turn in and lock into the studio and just
Yeah,
create.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Well, and likewise. It's been awesome to
Thank
connect
you.
with you. Like I said, it's like getting in on the ground floor of something that in who knows when someone's going to pick you up like I said.
Divine
Yes,
timing.
divine timing, and that's a shouts out to another one of your songs on YouTube as well. So
Yes.
Miss Sophia Dashing is extremely talented as well as versatile, and I encourage all of our listeners to go and check out her stuff on YouTube and at all of the major platforms they can find it on.
Absolutely.
Sweet,
Just search my name and boom,
awesome.
press play.
Excellent. Well, I will go ahead and just carve out these last couple moments for you to give any shout outs to anybody, your mama, your grandmama, anybody, anybody that you'd like to.
I just want to shout out all of the readers of Bong Minds and all the listeners of the Hotspot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I'm so happy to be a part of this, and just want to shout out anybody that has listened to my music. Thank you so much, and I'm excited for the new year.
Yay. I'm so excited for you as well. Seriously, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited for you too. I
Well,
can see what you have going on.
thank you so much. Seriously, and I look forward to, connecting with you on Instagram over, in the future and whatnot. And we'll stay up and
Yep.
you let us know over here. We'll help you out with it, with whatever you want. If you just need the lowdown on what they're listening to over here in Cali or anything like that, you hit me up.
Hell yeah. I will. I will take you up on that for sure.
Awesome. Thanks so much again for stopping by. And again, in the future, just let us know when you're dropping something. We'll get you back on. And hopefully we'll play some music too in the future.
Yeah.
We're getting some equipment sent over that I'm going to be able to get my equipment hooked up and do like live sets and actually taste some of the music. So in the future, Yeah, in the future we'll
I
get you
can't wait
back
for
on
that.
to do something, and we'll have a lot more to give the listeners. So stay tuned.
Cool. Yes, I will. I will
Awesome.
be checking up on your
Well, thanks
page.
again, Sophia, dashing over here for the hot spot on bongmindsentertainment.com. Thanks again for calling in. Really appreciate your time, and good luck and blessings to you in the future.
Thank you so much. Same to you. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Likewise. Take care. Bye-bye.